from Cloud Expo at the Santa Clara Convention Center, and I'm joined today by Bill Roth, Executive Vice President of LogLogic. Welcome, Bill.
Thank you, Erin.
Thanks for being here. So tell us, what is log management for the cloud?
It's a great question. Log management, as it's drawn, is an important thing for people to do in data centers. Everything on a network emits logs, whether it's a Cisco device, whether it's a network, piece of network, whether it's a system, and they provide vital information that allow you visibility into what's going on your network. Mm-hmm. And log management is even more important in the cloud, primarily because you lose so much visibility and control when you give your resources over to a cloud provider. And so it's an important piece of really making cloud a reality.
Okay. And what are you doing to sort of spread that message here at Cloud Expo?
Well, we're certainly pleased to be here. This is a great show for us because we've been doing a lot of cloud-related stuff recently. We, a couple months ago, announced our relationship with VMware. We're actually helping them to understand how appropriately they should be logging from their cloud infrastructure. And we're also providing support for it, specifically around vCloud Director. The second thing we're doing is we recently announced a virtual appliance. We've taken a hardware appliance, put it into a software form, and now it's available for anyone who wants to use log management, security event management in the cloud.
Okay, great. There's definitely a lot of buzz or a lot of discussion at Cloud Expo about policy issues. What are some of the key concerns that companies need to consider before or as they're adopting cloud?
It's a really important question. LogLogic has been working with the Cloud Security Alliance for almost a year, and the Cloud Security Alliance recommends a number of guidelines as people begin to develop their clouds, as people move more resources onto the cloud. Mm-hmm. One of the key messages, which obviously plays right in with what we do, is companies should demand the cloud. They should demand that their cloud providers deliver them logs, deliver them some kind of visibility on what's happening in the cloud, so that the company can be rest assured that their data is safe, that no data is leaking, and that they understand that actually their cloud provider is meeting their service level agreements. And there's a number of profiles and recommendations that the Cloud Security Alliance makes to support that.
Okay, and the Cloud Security Alliance, I would say, is making a lot of headway, not necessarily towards standards yet per se, but what would you say are some key trends that are going to happen in 2011? How do you see cloud further evolving?
I see that you're going to much like Java developed as first a programming language and then a set of standards and then a set of behaviors that you should follow, I think the cloud is going to develop in the same fashion. We know the basics. Request your logs, be secure. What we're going to see is exactly, here are the steps that you have to take in order to be secure in the cloud, and here's some best practices, as well as what outside mandates like PCI, various regulations like HIPAA and high-tech, and how they apply to cloud. Mm-hmm. What do you have to do to make those, to become secure and meet those regulatory regimes? I think that's going to be the big discussions for 2011.
Okay, great. And out of the exhibitors here, how does LogLogic stand out or differentiate in what's becoming a pretty dense marketplace?
It's a great question. I think in our particular market, in the security event and information management phase, it is crowded. There are over 20 vendors in our space. I think what you're going to see is we stand out by virtue of our growth and the size of the companies that we're able to cater to. 60% of our revenue comes from companies that are $5 billion and above in annual revenue. Mm-hmm. And so at a level of scale, I think that's what really distinguishes us. We have one customer, for example, who's logging over 53 billion messages a day in one installation.
Wow.
So I think that's one way we distinguish ourselves.
Okay, that's pretty huge. I've been speaking with Bill Roth, Executive Vice President of LogLogic. I'm Erin Harrison, coming to you from the Santa Clara Convention Center at Cloud Expo.